back at it again. It's 6:30. It's dark. But I'm up. So hopefully some people will be joining me. I'll give everyone a few seconds to hop on. And I will be right back. Still waiting on a few people. So while they jump on, today we're going to need two things. We need two things today. We need a mini ball. If you don't have a mini ball at your house, you can use a small pillow. Also, you really don't need the mini ball. If you don't have one, all the things that we're doing with the ball you don't need. And then you also need a chair or something to balance on for a standing series we're going to do at the end of class. So you don't need it on your mat right now, but you need it to be near you so you can grab it really quickly once we get to that series at the end. So mini ball or small pillow if you have it at your house, and then a chair. And we have some people on, so hi, how's it going? So let's get started. So we are going to start with some standing footwork. So I'm going to bring my ball off to the side because I don't need it right now. I want you to stand in your mat with your heels together, your toes apart. You're going to be squeezing your inner thighs together. I want you to think about pulling up and in your pelvic floor. So your pelvic floor makes up the bottom of your abdominal wall. So you really want to squeeze up and in. Pull your obliques in, pull the navel in towards the spine. Pull those shoulders down away from the ears. Your hands are coming to your hips. You're sitting up nice and tall. We're going to start by warming up the hips. So I just want you to close your feet in parallel and then open back out to that first position. Close them in and open out. And close them in and open out. Now when you're opening out, I want you to think about your thigh muscles wrapping around. I want you to think about squeezing your glutes together and moving from your hips, not your knees and not your ankles. So we're going to close and open. Try not to rock back and forth here. Try to keep nice and stable in your upper body. Beautiful work. Let's go for 4, 3, last 2. On your last one, I want you to hold your feet out there. Squeeze those inner thighs together. Now I want you to lift your heels up, lower them down. Lift up and lower down. When you're lowering down, I want you to think about connecting your heels before you hit the floor. This is kind of like our tendon stretch, some people call it, or calf raise during our footwork on our reformer. So when you're lowering and lifting those heels under that foot bar, breathing here, warming up the ankles, warming up the calves. You guys got this. Let's lift for 4 and a lower, 3 and a lower, last 2 and lower. On your last one, you're going to stay up there. Hold it up there. Bring your arms forward, right in front of you, right in line with your shoulders. Now you're going to pulse up on those heels. Pulse it up and up, strengthening those calves. Pulse it up, breathing here. And yes, you guys got this. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. I want you to stay up there. I want you to bring your heels together, and I want you to bring your arms out to your T position. Arms right in line with those shoulders. Now, we're going to lower down and lift halfway up. Lower down and lift and lower. And lift. Try to keep those heels lifted. This is like our mid-range pulses on our reformer. So we're moving our footwork from lying on our back to a vertical position. Breathing here. Let's go for 4. You guys got this. 3. Last 2. On your last one, hold it down there. Tiny pulses down and down and down and down. Let's pulse for 4, 3, 2, and 1 second. All the way up. Lower those heels. Shake it out. Whew, my heart rate is up. I don't know about you guys. We're going to bring your feet out to a second position here. You're externally rotated from the hips still. Feet are a little bit wider than hip distance. And you're going to bring your arms out to a T. So we're going to go down for 2 counts and up for 2 counts. As we lower down for 2 counts, we're going to raise our arms up towards the ceiling, palms facing in towards each other. And as we come up, we're going to lower those arms back to your T. So lower down, raise those arms, and lift, lower those arms. Lower down for 2, and lift up for 2. Breathing here. 1 and 2, and lift. And 2. You guys got it. Still thinking about connecting through your core. Always working from a place of core engagement. Grow tall through the top of the head, and breathe. 4 more here. Lower 1 for 2, and lift. Last 3. You guys got this. Last 2. And lift. On your last one, you're holding it down there. Breathing here. Lift those heels up. Lower them down. And lift. And lower. You guys got this. And lower. Those inner thighs are starting to feel it. And lift. And lower. 2 more. Lift. And lower. Last one. Hold those heels up. Find your balance. Tiny pulses down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower those heels, straighten those legs, lower those arms. Beautiful job. Shake it out. Now, we're going to pivot over to our left side. So we're going to pivot, turn to your left. Bring your arms up in line with your ears, and then hinge forward in your chest, bending into that front leg. Arms stay right in line with the ears. Keep your tension on this front leg. So really feeling it in the stabilizing leg. We're going to step your foot in, your back foot in, and step it out. Step it in and out. Breathing here, connecting to your rib cage. Try not to let those ribs flare out. Let's step for 4, 3, last 2, and last 1. Step that foot back, hold it there. Now I want you to hinge forward a little bit more. Lift that back toe off of the mat. Find your balance. If you have your chair and you need it, bring your hand there. You're going to scoop through the belly, pull the navel in towards the spine, and then lengthen out. Exhale, scoop through the belly, pull the navel in around like that angry cat, and lengthen out. Variation of your double leg stretch. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, lengthen. Let's go 3 more here. And lengthen. You guys got this. Last 2. The stabilizing leg is feeling it. Last 1. And lengthen. Nice job. Step that foot in. Take a forward bend down to your feet just for a second. Release through the back of that hip. And then slowly round back up. Step that opposite foot back. So the right foot is forward, left foot is back. Hinging forward, bring your arms right up in line with your ears. Now step it in and press it back. And step and back. Nice job. Stabilizing here. Again, connecting through your rib cage. Let's step in for 4, 3, last 2, and 1. Step it back, hold it there. Hinge forward a little bit more. Lift that back toe off the mat. Now exhale, scoop the knee in towards the chest. Inhale, lengthen arms and legs in opposition. Exhale, scoop it in. And lengthen. Exhale, scoop it in. And lengthen. 3 more here. Scoop it in. And lengthen. And in. And lengthen. Last 1. Pull it in. And lengthen it out. Nice job. Step that foot in. Take a forward bend down to your feet. Wiggle those hips side to side. Breathing here. And slowly round all the way back up. Nice work, you guys. All right, you're going to grab onto our ball, sit onto our mat. If you don't have the ball, that is okay. So if you don't have your ball, I want you to lie down. Everybody's going to lie down, but you're going to lie down with your feet hip distance apart. If you don't have the ball, you're just bringing your hands to a prayer position. If you have the ball, you're just bringing it in between your hands. When you have the ball, I want you to think about squeezing into the ball, activating your shoulders down your back. Keep those feet on the floor. We're just going to go for an ab curl here. So you're going to take a deep inhale here. Exhale, curl up, reach that ball towards your knees, or reach your hands towards your knees. And then inhale, lower down. Exhale, curling just to the tips of your shoulder blade. So you're not coming all the way up. Exhale, curl up and reach. Inhale, lower. Exhale, curl up and reach. Inhale, lower. Trying to maintain here a neutral pelvis, neutral spine. Breathing. Curling up using your breath and your core and not your neck. Let's go 3 more here. Curl it up. And 2. On your last one, I want you to curl it up, hold it there. Now, keep that ab curl. Lift the arms right up in line with your ears and lower them back down. And lift. And lower. And lift. And lower. And lift. And lower. You guys got this. Lift it up and lower it down. Breathing here and lower. Let's go 3 more here. Last 2. And last 1. Lower it down. Hold it here. Squeeze into that ball or press into those hands if you don't have a ball. And reach it forward for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower all the way down. Whew, guys. My abs are up. They're awake finally today. So I want you to squeeze into that ball or squeeze into your hands if you don't have the ball. Bring both legs into your tabletop. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Now, your knees are on top of your hips, ankles in line with your knees. We're going to take a deep inhale here. Exhale, curl up. The ball of the hands come right above those knees, right on top of those knees. Beautiful. Going to go for our single leg stretch here. So extend that left leg out. Exhale and switch. Exhale and switch. Knee coming just over that hip. Lengthening from your hip through your quad, through your knee, through your shin, your toe. Breathe in. Nice work. Added challenge here, add your crisscross. So as the knee comes in, bring your hands or your ball to the outside of that thigh. Exhale and switch. Feel that rib to hip connection. Try not to go too fast here. Slow it down, connecting your breath with your movement. Curl over and reach. And reach. Let's go 2 more each side. Even it out. And reach. Last one. And reach. And reach. Beautiful job. Come back center. Rest it down for a second. If it feels nice to you, lift those hips up. Feel a nice release. And then lower back down. Beautiful. Bring your hands or your ball back up towards the ceiling. Bring those legs back to your tabletop position. You're going to take a deep inhale here. Exhale, curl up. That ball comes on top of those knees. We're going to go for our double leg stretch. So without the ball, you're just going to go for your typical double leg stretch. Your arms are on your side and you're reaching out, circling around. If you have the ball, you're going to press into that ball, extend arms and legs in opposition, and come back in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, pull it in. You want to try to keep your head lifted the entire time. So stay in that abdominal flexion. If you need to, just rest the head and still do the arms and the legs. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, pull it in. Let's go 4 more here. 3. Last 2. You guys got this. And 1. Pull it in. Rest it down. Nice work. From here, I want you to bring or keep the ball into your hands. Extend your legs up towards the ceiling. Squeeze those inner thighs together. You're going to take a deep inhale here. Exhale, curl that ball up. Hold it there. Lower the left leg down to your point of control. Exhale and switch. Scissoring here. Exhale and switch. Point those toes. Exhale and switch. Find that length. Now an option here, if you need that stretch through your hamstrings, is to flex those feet. Feel that stretch in the backs of those legs. Breathing here. Nice work. Let's go for 4, 3, last 2, and 1. Nice work. Bend those knees in, rest it down just for a second. Shake it out. Last thing here, I want you to bring the ball, if you have it, in between your ankles. Arms rested down on your side, legs extended up towards the ceiling. You have 2 options here. You can keep your head rested and arms down to the side and do your lower lift here. Or if you want to add the added challenge of the upper body, I want you to bring your hands behind your head, curl up, gaze comes to your thighs, your knees. You're going to take an inhale, lower down to your point of control. Exhale, lift it up. Now I love the ball here because it's a little tactile cue. If it's a little wobbly, that means you're probably moving one leg faster than the other. So you want to try to keep your legs moving at the same pace. Exhale, lift it up. Let's go 3 more here. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Keep those elbows wide if you have your hands behind your head. Last one. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift it up. Oh, rest it down. Beautiful work. Alrighty. Balls coming in between your inner thighs. Got to get those bridges in. I love a good bridge series, especially after abdominal series. It helps me to open up my hips and my quads. So, pressing your hands into that mat, pressing those forearms into the mat, breathing here. You're going to take a deep inhale here. Exhale, slowly lifting your tailbone, coming up into your bridge, holding at the top. Nice job. Even if you don't have the ball, I want you to think about engaging your inner thighs, pulling them in towards each other. Keep your hips squared off. Check yourself out at the top, so try not to drop out of it yet. Nice long line from your shoulders to your hips to your knees. Take an inhale here at the top, and then exhale, slowly lower down 1 vertebrae at a time. Your tailbone's going to be the last thing to hit. Nice work. Deep inhale here. Think about pressing down to lift up. Press to those heels, lift up. Engaging in those glutes and those hamstrings. If you feel it in your low back, you need to connect to your rib cage and your core. Take an inhale here at the top, and then exhale, slowly lower down. So try not to speed up. Try to stay at my tempo. Press to those heels, lift it up, hold it at the top. Engage the muscles in the back body. Take an inhale here, and then exhale, slowly lower back down. We got 3 more like that. Deep inhale, exhale, lift those hips up, hold it at the top. Breathing here, take a deep inhale, squeeze that ball in if you have it, and then exhale, slowly lower back down. 2 more, deep inhale. Exhale, press to those heels to lift those hips up. Hold it at the top. Deep inhale here, and then exhale, slowly lower back down. On your last one here, you're going to lift up and you're going to hold it. Squeeze on that ball. Now, I want you to lower halfway, lift up, squeeze the ball in. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift, and squeeze. If you don't have the ball, you can still kind of mimic the movement by moving your knees in an inch and then out an inch. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift and squeeze. Lower down, lift right back up and squeeze. Lower down, lift up and squeeze. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift and squeeze. You guys got this. And lift and squeeze. 4 more. And lift and squeeze. Last 3. And lift and squeeze. Last 2. And lift and squeeze. Last 1. Lift and squeeze. Hold it there. Hold that squeeze. Hold your hips lifted. Tiny pulses up in your pelvis for 8, 7, 6 are your hips. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Take an inhale here at the top, and then exhale, lower all the way back down. Nice work. You're going to take the ball out. You're going to bring it behind your right knee. Squeeze it in. Now, again, you can do the same thing without the ball. So just bring your legs into your tabletop position. Arms rested down on your side. Single leg bridge here. So you're going to take a deep inhale inhale here. Exhale, press to that left heel. Lift up. And then lower back down. Exhale, press to that left hip. Hold it at the top. And then lower back down. Exhale, press. Hold it at the top. And lower back down. Let's go 5 more here. And a lower. Last 4. And a lower. You guys got this. 3. And lower. Still thinking about those cues here. So lift up. Connect to that rib cage. Connect to your core. On your last one, you're going to hold it here. Keep a squeeze on that ball if you have it. Your legs in your tabletop if you don't have it. You're going to tap your toes down to the mat for a toe tap and then lift back up. Keeping the left hip lifted and level. Tap it down and lift it up. Let's go 3 more here and lift. Last 2 and lift. Last 1, lift it up, hold it there. Tiny hip lifts here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Keep that leg in your tabletop and lower all the way back down. Beautiful work. Let's switch, get the other side, and then we're done with this series. So bringing the ball behind the opposite leg or just bringing that opposite leg to your tabletop. Square off everything towards the ceiling. Press into that mat. Take a deep inhale. Keep a squeeze on that ball. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Pushing through that right heel. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Squeezing. Pushing down to lift up. You guys got this. And lift. We got 4 more here. And a lift. 3. And a lift. Last 2. And a lift. On your last one, you're going to hold it up there. Keep a squeeze on that ball, hinging from your hip. Tap your toe down to the mat. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Keep that right hip lifted. And breathe. 3 more here. And a lift. Last 2. And lift. Last 1. Lift it up. Hold it here. Pulse up to the ceiling just 5 times. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Keep this leg lifted. Slowly lower down. Beautiful work. Bring that ball into your hand. Extend those legs out. I always like to do a little roll up and a stretch after I do bridge series. So you're going to tuck the chin towards the chest. Arms come up towards the ceiling. And then you're going to slowly come all the way up and forward. Take a nice forward bend. Feel a nice release through that low back, through those glutes, through those hamstrings. Nice work. So, we're going to swivel around. I'm coming around this way just because the camera, where the camera is. And we are going to get into a plank series. I love you guys. So, ball is coming in between your inner thighs if you have it. You're going to come kneeling. Squeeze that ball in. Bring your forearms onto the mat. You can close those hands together or you can keep them further apart. I'm going to have mine closed for stability, but I want you to make sure that if your arms or your hands are clasped together that you're not rounding through the front body. Keep a nice wide collarbone. Step back to that plank and hold it. Pull the navel in towards the spine. Keep a squeeze on that ball if you have it. Nice long line from your ears to your shoulders, to your hips, to your knees, to your ankles. Pull your obliques in. And breathe. Try not to rock here. Try to keep yourself nice and stable and steady. And holding it here and breathing. You guys got this. I believe in you. Challenge for our shoulders here and our upper body. Full body really. Activation. Holding it for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Bend those knees. Shift that weight back for a second. And come back in it. So you're going to extend out to your plank once again. Holding it here. We're going to go for some knee taps. So you're going to tap your knees down and lift back up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Breathing here. And lift. And lower. And lift. 4 more. Keep a squeeze on that ball. 3. Last 2. And last 1. Come out to your plank. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower those knees. Shift your weight back. Feel a nice release here through that upper body. We got 1 more here. So we're coming out to our plank. Extend those legs out. Whether you have the ball or not, you're going to lift your right leg up. Hold it there. Now, think about if you don't have the ball, you're just pulling the leg in and out. If you have the ball, you're just squeezing the ball in. For 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Place that foot down. Other side, lift it up. Squeeze it in. In. And in. And in. And in. 4, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Place that foot down. Hold that plank. You guys got this. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower those knees. Sit back. Breathing here. Nice work, you guys. Whew. That was a hard one, but it was good. Alrighty. Last thing with this ball before we get rid of it. We're going to lie on our stomach. I always like to do extension work because we sit way too much, and especially during these times, we're probably sitting all day long. So we're going to work on our back body. If you have the ball, you're just bringing it into your ankles, in between your ankles. Your feet are parallel, so there's no turnout here. If you don't have the ball, I want you to bring your feet into a Pilates V, so heels together, toes apart. Activate those glutes and those hamstrings. You're going to bring one hand on top of the other and place your forehead down onto your hands. We're going to start with just the upper body, so leave the lower body exactly where it is. Head is rested. You're going to lift up into thoracic extension and lower down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Still thinking about engaging through your core and initiating from your core and your mid back. Let's lift up for 4, 3, last 2. On your last one, hold it up there, tiny lifts up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower it all the way down. I'm going to turn my head toward you so you can hear me. You can keep your head facing down. Going for that lower body, keep a squeeze on that ball. Lift those thighs off of your mat and lower down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Breathing here and a lower. And a lift and lower. And a lift and lower. 2 more. Lift it up and lower. Last one. Lift it up. Hold that squeeze. Tiny lifts up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower it down. Whew. Take a little bit of a break. We're going to add those 2 together. So, head is rested on your hands. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, lift everything up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Let's go 4 more here. And lift. 3. Last 2. On your last one, hold it up there. Open the arms out to a T. Close them in. Open them out. Close in. Keep those thighs lifted. Keep that chest lifted. 3 more here. Last 2. And close it in, hold it there. Keep a squeeze on that ball. Keep the thighs lifted. Extend those legs out. Pull them back in. Extend them out. Pull them in. 4 more. And in. 3. And in. Whew. Last 2. My ball's about to leave me. And last 1. Pull it in. Nice job. Rest it down. Whew. Beautiful work, you guys. Alrighty, we're done with that ball. You can take it out. Place it to the side. Let's come for a little cat-cow before we move on, just to stretch out that back. I love to do cat-cows after I do extension work. So take an inhale here. Exhale, scoop through the belly, round through the spine. Feel a nice release of that low back. And then arch the back. Lift the chest. Lift the chin. Exhale, scoop through the belly, round through the spine. And then arch that back. Lift the chest, lift the chin. Let's go 3 more like that. Exhale, scoop. Round through the spine. Catching our breath here. Last 2. And arch and lift. Last 1. I want you to scoop through and hold it here. And just rock side to side in your hips. Feeling a nice release here. Nice job. From here, I want you to sit back into your child's pose just for a second. And then come back up to your 4-point kneel. Come to the balls of your feet. Lift that tailbone. Come into your downward dog. Pressing those heels towards the mat. And then carefully walk your hands back to your feet. Holding at the bottom. And then slowly rise all the way back up. Roll those shoulders back. Beautiful. Alrighty, I just want to see if there's a comment that I need to look at. No, cool. Alrighty, so we're going to come. Bring the chair onto the edge of your mat. Doesn't matter which side you're on. And we're going to get into a standing series. You're going to bring the hand that's closest to your chair onto it. You're in a first position, so a Pilates stance to start. You're going to point your outside toe out and lift that same arm up towards the ceiling. We're going to go for a side series here. So we're going to start by coming up for 2 counts. When we come up for our 2 counts, we're going to think about bringing our elbow to our knee. So you're going to count up for 1 and 2. Tap it in. Look at your elbow and knee. And then lengthen out for 2. Look forward. Exhale. Come in for 2. And lengthen out for 2. Pull it in for 2. And lengthen out for 2. Exhale in for 2 and lengthen out for 2. 2 more. Pull it in for 2 and out for 2. Last 1. Pull it in for 2 and out for 2. Now we're going to speed it up. 1 count. Pull it in and lengthen out. Exhale. Pull it in and lengthen and in and lengthen and in and lengthen. 4 more. Pull it in. Breathing here. Exhale in. You guys got this. Last 2. On your last one, hold it in there. Tiny pulses in. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lengthen it out. Find that stretch. Beautiful job. You're going to come out to a second position with your feet. Bring your hands to prayer position and sink down into your squat. Nice job. From here, we're shifting our weight back over towards our chair. Bring your arm onto our chair or our balance. Extending our leg out, extending our arm out. Looking at that toe, looking at your hand. Same thing, 2 counts. Lower down for 2. Lift up for 2. Lower down for 2. And lift up for 2. Lower down. And lift. Breathing here. Getting that heart rate up once again. And lift. 2 more at this tempo. Lower it down. And lift. Last 1. Lower it down. And lift. Speed it up. Lower it down. And lift. And lower. And lift. And lower. And lift. And lower. And lift. 4 more for 4. You guys got this. 3. 2, and 1. Hold it up there. Hold it, find that balance. Bring your hand behind your head, flex your foot. Pull the knee in towards the chest, press it out. Pull it in, and out. You guys got this. Side booty, on fire. And in, and out. 4 more. Guys got this. 3. Talking to myself as much as I'm talking to you. Last 2. And last 1. Hold it out there. Tiny pulses up, and up, and up, and up. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Come down to that squat. Hold it here. Tiny pulses down. And down. And down. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stack it up just for a second. Shake it out. Whew, heart rate is up. We are awake, guys. Let's bring our arms out to a T position and sink back down to your squat. Hand is onto your chair. I had to scooch over a little bit. We're going to go for a squat to lunge series. Same thing, 2 counts in, 2 counts out. So you're going to rotate towards your chair for 2. 1 and 2. Tap your hand down, rotate out for 2. Rotate in for 2 and out for 2. Rotate in for 2 and out for 2. Rotate in for 2 and out for 2. Breathing here. Staying nice and low the entire time. So try not to come up in the center. And out. 2 more. And in for 2 and out for 2. Last one. In for 2 and out for 2. You know where we're going? We're going for that tempo. Pull it in and out and in and out and in. You guys got this. And in and out. Let's go for 4. Woo! 3. Can do it. I got this. 2. We got this, you guys. And 1. Hold it in there. Same thing like in the beginning. Tap it in and out and in and out. Breathing here. Almost there. And in and out. Let's go for 4. 3. Last 2. And 1. Nice job. Tap it all the way in. Step it up. Shake it out. Woo! Alrighty. We got one more thing before we get to the other side. So, you're going to step back. Arms are completely straight. You're coming to your neutral pelvis, neutral spine here. So try to find length from your wrist all the way to your shoulders, from your shoulders to your tailbone. Parallel feet. Your feet are about hip distance apart. You're going to take that same leg you were just working, extend it behind you. Point that toe. Now, exhale, lift that leg up. Inhale, tap it down. Try not to lock out the joint of the leg. That's your stability leg, or your stabilizing leg, I should say. Find a slight bend in that knee. Breathing here. Square off your hips. Square off your torso. Pull your obliques in. Pull your rib cage in. Nice job. Let's lift up 3 more here. And 2. And 1. Hold it here. From here, we're going to scoop to the belly, pull the knee in, round to the spine, just like we were doing in the beginning of class. Beautiful. And then, when we lengthen back, we're going to kick that leg up. Look over our shoulder. Look at that toe. The leg comes higher than your hip. Scoop round to the belly. On that exhale, kick it up. Look back at that toe. Scoop around it in. Kick up and lift. Scoop around it in. Kick up and lift. 3 more here. Scoop around and in. Kick up and lift. Last one. Scoop around and in. Kick up and lift. Nice work, you guys. You guys made it. I'm going to come for a little figure 4 stretch. Hopefully my chair doesn't wobble over. But I'm going to take that ankle over my opposite knee. Sit back. Feel a nice stretch through this hip. Through this thigh. And breathe. Bring that heart rate down a little bit. We got one more side. I believe in you. You can do it. Nice job coming up. And I'm going to switch my chair to the other side. Just so you guys can see me, I'm still facing the camera. Alrighty, heart rate's up. We got this. So starting in your first position, your hand is coming, or your Pilates stance, your Pilates V. Hands coming to your chair. You're going to point that outside toe out. Lift the same arm up and over. Starting with our 2 counts up, 2 counts down. Count up for 2, tap it in, and lengthen. Find that length. Exhale, feel that rib to hip connection, and lengthen out. Still connecting through your rib cage here, so try not to let that rib cage pop out. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, lengthen. Up for 2, tap it in, lengthen down for 2. Let's go. 3 more here, and lengthen. Last 2, and lengthen. Last 1, and lengthen. Now we got to speed it up. Pull it in, and exhale in, and lengthen, and lengthen. Exhale, pull it in, and lengthen. You guys got this. You can do it. Last 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Hold it in there. Tiny pulses in for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lengthen out. Find that stretch and pull yourself into your squat position, prayer position, hands. Bring those shoulders down away from the ears. Now, we're coming up for 2 counts, kicking out, and then lowering down for 2 counts. Bring your hands back to your prayer position. Lift up for 2, and lower down for 2. Lift up for 2, and lower down for 2. Lift up for 2, and lower down for 2. Gaze comes to your hands or your toes, and then back forward. 2 more here, and down. Last 1, and down. You guys got this. Speed it up. Lift up, and lower, and lift, and lower, and lift, and lower, and lift, and lower. Let's go for 4, 3, last 2, last 1. Hold it here. I gotta find my balance. Flex that foot. Hand coming behind your head. Pull it in. Lengthen it out. Pull it in and lengthen. You guys got this. Pull it in. 4 more here. For 4, 3, last 2. That oblique and that outer hip, feel it. Last 1. Hold it here. Tiny pulses up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come down. Come to that squat. Oh, this is a relief. Pulse down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stack it up just for a second. Shake it out. Whew. Alrighty, guys. Almost there. Arms come out to that T. Hand is going to come to the back of your chair or your couch or your counter, whichever you're using. We're going in 2 counts. Rotating in for our lunge for 2, and out for 2. Rotate in for 2, and out for 2. Rotate in for 2, and out for 2. Stay nice and low. We got this, you guys. Low, put it in, and bring it out. And in, and out. 2 more at this tempo. And in, and out. Last 1. Pull it in, and bring it out. Speed it up. Pull it in, and out. You guys got this. Get that heart rate up. And in, and out. 4 more for 4, 3, last 2, last 1. Hold it in there. Tap it in, and out, and in, and out. You can do it. I believe in you. 4 more, 3, last 2, and last 1. Nice job. Pull it in. Step back if you need to. Shake it out. All right, one more thing in this standing series, and then we are going to stretch it out. So, you're coming to your flat back, extending those arms. Think about pulling your head forward and your tailbone back. Standing knee is going to have a slight bend in it. You're working the leg we just worked. Extend that leg out behind you. Square off your hips, point your toe. Now tap that toe down. exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. And lower. And lift. And lower. And lift. 4 more. You guys got this. 3. Last 2. And last one, lift it up, hold it there. I know for a fact it's my left side, so it definitely is not as strong. You're going to scoop through the belly, around to the spine. Now kick that leg back, look over your shoulder. Scoop through the belly, round to the spine. Kick the leg back, lift, look over your shoulder. I'm losing my balance here, you guys. So I'm going to slow it down. Scoop it in, lift and kick. Pull it in, lift and kick. 2 more. Scoop it in, lift and kick. Last one, scoop it in, and lift and kick. Nice job. Bring that foot down. Bring your hands to your mat. Shake that booty out. And around all the way up. Nice job. We're going to come for that figure 4 stretch on this side. So your ankle's coming over that opposite knee. Sit back. Breathing here. Whew. You guys made it. That was a hard one, but you guys are beasts, and I'm so glad that you came to hang out with me. So let's stretch it out and be done. So take that chair off of your mat, and we are going to come to a little bit of a yoga flow stretch here. So feet are coming parallel hip distance on your mat. You're going to take a deep inhale, lengthen those arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, take a forward bend down to your feet once again. I want you to walk out to your downward dog position. Drop that head under your shoulders. Bring those heels towards the mat, and then lift those heels up and lower them down. Stretching out those calves. Lift them up and lower down. And a lift and a lower. And a lift and lower. 2 more. And a lift and lower. Last one, lift it up, lower it down. Beautiful job. You're going to take your left leg up towards the ceiling. Actually, I'm going to take my right leg, just so I can end up facing you guys. Right leg up towards the ceiling. Nice job. Bend the knee in towards the chest. Step into a lunge. So bringing that foot in between your hands. Lift your chest up, hold it here. Nice job. I want you to rotate towards your warrior pose. So your front knee that's bent is pointing out, and then your back leg that's straight is pointing towards the camera or forward. Arms come up, out, extended. Now you're bending into your front knee, bringing that arm down, raising your opposite arm up, feeling a nice stretch of those obliques we just worked. Holding it here. And then come back through your warrior. Lean to the other side. Bring that arm up and over. Feel that oblique stretch here. Nice job. Come back up. Now instead of going back through our plank, we're just going to switch, get the other side right here. So switching your feet. Lean over. Bring your elbow down to your knee. Take that side bend, look up. Come back through. Lean back towards that straight leg. Reach the opposite arm up, looking up at the ceiling, feeling that nice oblique stretch. Come back to your warrior. Rotate to your lunge. Lift those arms up towards the ceiling. Feel that nice stretch in the front of those hips. Bring your hands down to your mat. Find that runner's lunge. Now you gotta use your core, use your breath, use your momentum. Bring that knee in towards your chest, and then shoot that leg up to your downward dog or your arabesque, or your 3-leg dog, I should say, or your arabesque. Then place that foot down onto the mat. Press your heels into the mat. Breathe here. Carefully walk your hands back toward your feet. Find that forward bend. Shake your head yes a few times. Shake your head no a few times. Take a deep inhale here, and then use that roundedness of your spine. So round through your spine, let your mid-back lead. Slowly roll up, 1 vertebra at a time. Your head is going to be the last thing to lift. Nice work today, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. You guys are awesome. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. And I will see you soon. Bye.